Special good morning to everyone. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well with you. You out shopping? I spoke to a couple of folks this morning and they say, hey, I'm starting my Christmas shopping today. In terms of the grocery shopping, yeah, they're starting that today. Probably one to the next couple of days. Things is a bit of an ease for them if you're going to be doing that. Good morning to you. Hope you get all that taken care of today. Let me say welcome to my viewers via social media platforms, especially those of you via the Facebook page. Welcome. Also, those of you via our YouTube channel, welcome to you also. Hope you're having an awesome morning. And thanks for being part of the program To The Point here on K105.5 and also on the GBN TV. Welcome. It's Thursday, it's the 22nd day of December, and most likely we're going to get a group of another open line segment, folks. I did promise you that, more or less, that's the trend we'll be taking for the next couple of days until we're getting to 2023. So, folks, as usual, you have the option of calling in, sharing your views, sharing your concern. The number you can call, once again, 435-2041, just in case you missed it. And let me know what's up. Let me know how you're feeling. It's a beautiful morning for me. I like it when it rains. So for me, it's okay. Some folks, it may not be the kind of morning you want to have. And on my way to work, the sun has already started to turn up. I'm not sure for other parts of the island. But if it's a typical good morning for you thus far, I hope you just continue on that particular path for the entire day. Let's grab our first caller this morning. Caller, good morning and welcome. How are you?
Good morning, GT. I'm doing fine, and how you do?
I am doing, let me see how I can describe it this morning in the simplest way. A-OK. I'm doing A-OK this morning.
A-OK.
Yeah.
Well, same here.
All right.
But GT, this morning I want to say a very special thanks to GBN, all members of staff, and permit me to call names, because we have some that is lovers,
All right.
But don't tell nobody.
All right.
Now, I want to say thanks to the management, Miss, what is your name? I don't remember.
Mrs. Campbell.
Right. And I want to say that this program means a lot to me because I look forward to that program on mornings. And when I can't get to the program for some reason or the other, I kind of not, And that program brings us together because there are people calling and we do not know each other. But you can support that one, what they say, or you go criticize what they say. So that kind of brings us together in communication.
All right.
And so I want to say a special thanks to my lover boy, Tony Julian, the best news reader in my opinion. And I hope all is well. I know I don't see you on GBN anymore, but I don't see you at all. But I hope all is well. So I'll put him in the back office now. Big money time. However, I hope all is well with you, Tony Julian. I hope I'm wishing you all the best for Christmas and the New Year's also. Brenda Batiste, Kenroy Batiste, Blossom, Innocent, and Uncle Joe. Special Christmas greetings to Mr. Telesford and family, and who names I don't remember. We had some temporary people, Mr. Smooth and the other lady part-time. I want to say a special Christmas greetings to everyone and family. Mr. Bida out in Karakou, Miss Jeremiah, Citizen Rolo, everybody who call and participate in the program, we all do. I want to say a special Christmas greetings to one and all. And see you around all in one piece come next year. So, GT, have a good one.
You too. Have a great day and enjoy your Christmas, all right?
I have 14 grandchildren in my house for Christmas, GT.
Well, your hands are filled.
But the parents not there. The parents not coming. It's only those grands.
All right. Well, good. I guess you have company.
Oh,
lots of it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good morning and all the best.
You too.
All right. Thank you so much. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. Open line this morning. Let's go back to the phone line and say good morning to the caller. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good season greetings to you, my dear Titi.
Good morning to you, Ms. Jacob. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, GT, I'm real fine.
Happy to know that. Happy to know that. Maintain that fine feeling for the entire season, all right?
Yes.
And best wishes for 2023
That's what
to
I
come.
asked my daddy for.
All right, man. That's good.
And he's going to give it to me. I want to say some thank you for I go have to come in twice. I will give some today and some tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, be a little quick with it, all right?
Right.
All right.
Well, I want to say thanks to a Canadian lady. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know her, she don't know me. But I used to say thanks to those Canadians.
You don't know her and she don't know you.
True.
Oh, boy.
And you know what happened? She came by me yesterday morning. She and her beautiful husband. Oh, God. I tell you, Daddy doesn't really make some beautiful, handsome people for each other, you know.
All right.
She husband, what? She husband shot. Not two. Yeah, little.
Don't waive all the description this morning. Don't waive all the description,
okay,
you know.
okay.
So kind of let me know what's happening. Let's go.
She from St. David, and she husband is from St. Paul.
All right.
And she came and see me yesterday morning. So I want to say thank Daddy and thanks for bringing this wonderful couple to me.
All right.
Really thankful. And then I want to thank UGT for hosting your program. I was there with GBN since 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with GBN, with Innocent. Innocent so nice. He is a nice, handsome fella. I love him.
All right.
After Innocent, you get Brenda Baptiste. And you get Blossom. Oh, my God. Blossom, girl, I miss you. Come back. And Lou Smith. What about Uncle Lou Smith, boy?
I'm assuming he's all right. I haven't seen him in a wee bit, but I'm assuming he's all right. So that's it. That's it in terms of who you want to shout out this morning. I just said you may have to come back another morning and send out some more love, all right?
Another morning.
Have a good morning.
So I don't want to take up too much of time.
Have a blessed day.
Tooth Moon Bagay, Tooth Moon Bagay, everybody.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Love, baby. Bye-bye.
And same to you. Have a good one. 445-2041, 445-2041. That's a number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning here on K105.5. And the line is open that you can call, send out. You want to say hi to someone? I'll permit it this morning. Too late, though. But also, if you do have some concern that you would like to show this morning, let's get into that. I think my bad for having the phone off the hook there for some reason. Yeah, I didn't touch that button. So once again, 435-2041, 435-2041. That's a number to be part of To The Point for this morning. Open line this morning, and no particular subject line we have scheduled this morning, which means you, the callers, the listeners and viewers out there, have the option of calling in and sharing your views and concern. Something may be on your mind that you need to get off. I always like to put it in that particular way. Just want to get it off and just throw out as much as you can. I'll give you that opportunity. Let's go to the phone line and entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty fine. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Okay.
My name is Loslin.
Loslin.
Yes, and I'm calling you from Jamaica, and I'd like to send season's greetings to my family in Hermitage in St. Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
The Philip and Smith family.
All right.
I would like to wish them all the best with all of God's blessing, especially my mother, Teresa, my niece, Leslie Ann, my daughter, Nazinga, and my sister, Leslie. I know we're far apart at this point in time, but I want them to remember that I love them a whole lot.
All right. Certainly we'll be happy to hear that you are calling and expressing your the greetings to them this morning. Have yourself a great day also, and all the compliments for the season going out to you.
Thanks, and same to you.
Have a good one. All right. 445-2041, 445-2041. That's the number to be part of To The Point this morning. And it's not really a session of just support greetings to anyone. It's not the main purpose of the program, but I do tolerate it a wee bit. But the option is for you to call, share your concerns pertaining to matters that is of grave concern to you is in this beautiful island of ours. Let's take another caller this morning. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning. My name is Baptiste from St. David's.
Yes, sir.
And I've been to Grenville a couple of times, and I made an observation, and I'd like to just express it here.
Sure.
As you enter the town of Grenville, and you make that first right turn, and then the left on the corner, the sidewalk that was built there, I believe, is for the betterment of the citizens. It's for the good of the citizens to be able to walk safely and not in the street. But I have noticed that there is a gentleman who barbecued there and have the people walking in the street, which is so risky. I mean, vehicles traveling backward and forward, they're coming from 2 points, and the people have to walk in the street. And I think, and the police station is right across there, that I think should be a priority for the government to look into. People cannot walk in the street and give one person a chance on the pavement to do the barbecue, risking their lives with vehicle while you on the pavement doing things for your own personal good. I think you should find somewhere else to do it and let the citizens use the sidewalk that was built for their safety and comfort. That's my point.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for of course, the point you made this morning. Certainly hope the authorities will listen to it. I've heard it, well, not only listen, but may have heard what you said, and certainly they will look into it and have that rectified. You are not the first person that called and spoke about that. So certainly hope that will be taken care of sooner or later. 435-2041, open line edition for To The Point for today, Thursday. The countdown is on before Christmas 2022. Today being the 22nd, just a couple more days. And it's V-Day, Christmas Day 2022. Those of you who are looking forward towards today, it's just on that particular day, something special about it occurred to you. Maybe there are folks who may celebrate their birthday on that day. Yeah, it happens. Or maybe something special may have occurred on that particular date for you, you know. So you of course, just feel really good about it when it comes around. 435-2041, that's a number to be part of To The Point. Let me say good morning to those of you who are viewing via social media platforms. That's Facebook, YouTube. Blessed morning to you also. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
What a long time I don't hear nobody talk about Brother Lou Smith. I think somebody should have said something about him because only when people die you hear saying how good he was and how good he was. But when he alive, you don't hear nothing about him. And a long time I don't hear about him, so I think somebody could have said something about Brother Lou. Thank you.
Okay, have you? Thank you also. I'm assuming he's all right. Haven't seen him in a wee bit. Myself, but they say no news is sometimes good news, huh? Yeah, right. Sometimes no news is good news. I'm assuming he is all right. 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, morning, DC. And as the lady said, your first call, I think, said that I look forward to this particular program every morning.
Thank you.
Because and she's trying to express it, it's becoming a kind of community, like, you know, where we share ideas and we criticize one another, but we support one another at the same time. So I want to support her sentiment.
Sure.
Or concur with her sentiment. But my particular interest this morning is around the public library. This is something I've been passionate for the longest while. I've appeared on GBN programs talking about it. And yes, the government is making moves to restore a public library. But there are many of us, including the private sector representative in the Senate, I think Mr. Hammond, if I'm pronouncing his name properly, when he spoke, he like us, like me and others, welcome the effort to restore the library. But I think it would be like him. It would not be fruitful to put it back where it is. Maybe something else could be put there, based on the fact that the advice of some people from New York University when they were doing some research on making St. George's climate smart did say to some of us that when the library became the focal point, it was said that it would be better to think about relocating the library.
Yeah.
And for some time after the hurricane, people were saying, well, look, if you're not going to build back your house into the parliament and the courthouse, the Supreme Court, then why not put something like the library there? And that was suggested to even the previous government. And I remember one of the people in the Ministry in Economic Development saying to me, well, I mean, the representative of St. George's, who is Honorable Peter David, have got some people and they're going to do something and blah, blah, blah. I haven't seen anything happening. I'm suggesting that we have some broad conversation on whether in fact, notwithstanding, we really need a public library and we need it quickly.
Yes.
But whether we don't save ourselves, I mean, the regret as we have when we rushed ahead to build that, what they call a new hospital, a new wing of the hospital, which had to be discarded in spite of Powell at the time advising the authorities, that's the previous government, not to go down the route. So I hope that I would sort of provoke or trigger other people to come out in support of us moving the library. Notwithstanding, I mean, it's a good place where it was even in the city. And that, if you think I'm talking nonsense, that's one of the reasons why NAWASA, who have a piece of property on the area and remove themselves from there for the future and bring themselves up where they are now.
Mm-hmm.
So it may be a good thing for the government to rethink and let us, maybe even though there's a delay, but have something temporary where people could still find a place to read.
So, Colin, let me ask you this. The suggestion of moving it to the old Parliament building, what's your take on that?
Huh?
The suggestion that was made, I understand there was some suggestion made in terms of moving it to the old Parliament building.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm supporting that.
Yeah, you're supporting it. Okay. I was trying to get the gist of your conversation with it, you know. So I was.
No, I'm saying let's bring it there. Mm-hmm. I'm supporting the private sector person in the Senate and others who may not have voiced that in public, but this is the sentiment of a lot of people who are thinking about the future.
Great.
Where your cause used to be.
All right.
I know I've taken up.
I understand, but sometimes your point is that important that sometimes we need to listen and you need to say it in a lengthy manner to get it across.
And people would see the value in us. You know, we moved the Parliament. We're going to even understand the Hall of Justice somewhere else. Mm-hmm. But why not think strategically and futuristically and bring the thing, as the leader of the private sector person said, you have convent there, you have you have St. Joseph Convent, you have a number of schools in the area.
Yes.
St. Louis RC. I mean, why not have it there?
And it could be also easier access for the out of the noisy conditions of the carnage and stuff. They could be appropriate.
I mean, of course, you still have traffic on that area,
but sometimes it's still minimal. It's a minimal amount of times.
And then you could build in it and noise control.
Exactly.
The new system you're building, and the carnage with the library there is not so practical. So we should try and have something with the old public library, but not remove the public library and bring it up in your house.
All right, man. Thanks so much.
Sure a number of there are other people who support that, and it would be good if they could call and support this.
All right, man. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning.
To really encourage the authorities to not go along, because New York University people told me that.
All right.
I mean, that. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you also. Thank you for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. We drew for a first break in this segment. Let's take it, and we come back with more of your phone calls.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the season to be jolly, and the NLA is giving back.
of prizes to its loyal customers in its exciting Xmas Bonanza promotion. Yes, Grenada! It's your opportunity to win hams and bottles of wine and rum from November 15th to December 31st. Over 450 prizes will be up for grabs during this festive season. Simply purchase a single ticket valued at $12 or more in Lotto, Cash 4, Playway or Pick 3, and check your tickets for the word ham, wine or rum. Play daily for chances to win every day. Prizes are redeemable at NLA's head office on the Carenage on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting November 16th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Happy Christmas, Grenada!
Ho, ho, ho!
Feel good facts. Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers this morning. It's to the point for today, Thursday, the 22nd day of December, open line session this morning. And your phone calls are certainly welcome. You probably have an idea, you have an opinion you would like to share. It certainly will be welcomed. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome. Let me grab that there. I think it was my bad there for a bit. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning to you and to your followers on the various platforms. JT, if you allow me a few minutes, I just want to say something to the young people of the country as we move forward through this holiday season and into the new year. I know that there is not a job for everyone in this country, but there is something that everyone can do to be gainfully employed. If it means assisting a family member or a friend. There are a lot of people who walk around saying that there are no jobs, especially our young men, some young women too. Yet people are coming from outside of Grenada and finding jobs. There are a lot of people in the St. George's area who are saying they're not finding jobs, and folks are coming from the country and finding jobs. Let me give you an example of a family who we have come to know very well over the past few months. The guy's wife has a very good job. He came down here. He had to, first of all, he's not from Grenada. He had to, first of all, present his skill certificate. He had to pay for and acquire a work permit. And he, within 2 months of being here, the guy was able to have over 3 job offers. He started with one, the first one he got, although he lives in the south, it was outside of the parish, and he took it. Now he has a job almost on his doorstep that he's ready to take up in January. But now there are a lot of people around who are saying they can't find jobs. And it reminds me of myself. When I left school, I live in Snail Hall, St. Patrick's. My first job was at the model school at St. Paul's, until I got a job closer in St. Mark's. Right? You have to take what you get until you get what you want. And I will tell you something. When I went to teach the first morning in January 1973, my entire outfit, from my tie down to my shoes, were bought from the proceeds I got from things I planted during my last term in high school and during the period when I waited for a job. So I used that time to equip me for my first job. And I hope that this will help some young person who is sitting around there and saying they have nothing to do. And some of them are resorting to unacceptable behavior, robbing, stealing, and doing all sorts of socially unacceptable things. Please, young people, young guys especially, but also some young ladies, you don't have to beg. You don't have to prostitute yourself. Look for something. Take what you get until you get what you want. We don't have the opportunity for full employment in Grenada, but there is something that everyone can do in the interim to become gainfully employed. And if we have this as our approach, moving into 2023, by God's grace, most of us will find some meaning to our lives. And we will discover that we didn't have to be the way we were the last year or the last 2 years. I just hope it helps someone this morning, GT.
All right, man.
Have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. I certainly concur with the caller was saying there. You know, sometimes you have to start somewhere until you get exactly what you want. You know, not always maybe the job that you want to do. Remember that, me and myself. You understand? It's not something what you want to do, but then you know you keep on until whatever you want in the final outcome comes around. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. An open line session we're having. You have the option of calling, sharing your views, sharing your concern. You know, you may just have that thought pattern that you think may contribute towards helping develop this beautiful nation of ours. You may present an idea this morning that maybe someone in authority is listening. And they would say, you know, I heard someone mention that and being an idea that we could probably develop and in the final analysis of it, help to contribute to make this island a better one for us all. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, Mr. Telesford, good morning and God bless you. I didn't really mean to call this morning, but two things I want to say. Mm-hmm. Thank you to the first caller for mentioning me, and I recognize her voice as a regular voice, and I just want to, return the compliments to her.
All right.
And lastly, I want to support what Mr. Bernard had just said. You know, when I was a young person, I left home when I was almost 21, and the first job I got was $15 a month to clean a lady's house and to cook for her. She was a friend of the family. Mm-hmm. I used to clean and cook for her. And on Saturdays, she gave me the Saturday off to go and do a day's work in a shop. $2 for the day. So if I did that 4 days in a month, that was $8 plus the $15. Mm-hmm. And after that, while there, and I've been applying myself to things and so forth, somebody told me to write an application to what used to be known as the SPCK bookshop. And I did go, and the lady was impressed with my presentation and with my application and so on. So I worked there for 10 years, just before independence. And from there, when I retired, about maybe 11 years ago, I had held the position of manager of an organization, then marketing manager, because because of what was happening, I left the managerial position and I took a position as marketing manager, because to me that was my strong point. So I agree. Young people they have a pride. I remember at SGU there was a young man, can't remember what he was studying at the time, but we were in the same class for the course. And we mentioned, I think the agriculture thing came up and said, so I'm going to spend 4 years in university and go and work in the field? You know, I wonder if he would eat books. So the attitude of our young people need to change. Nothing disgraceful about any job. If you get a job to cut somebody's grass, but you won't say that you're going to progress. People are going to see you. They're going to recognize, right now, this man was a graduate from the St. George's University, and look what he's doing. No, let me do something about it. You never tell. You have to humble yourselves. And not only humble yourself, but pray. When you have God, I was always talking to God about my life. From the time I was a little girl, I used to be talking to God. And people need God. When you have God, He directs you. He helps you. And I want to encourage our young people. If you have Christ in your life will be better. You will be more satisfied. God gives you peace. He gives you joy. He gives you contentment. And so you need to have God. He's our creator. He made us. And if we neglect to follow him, and neglect to relate to him, and neglect to have a relationship with the Son who is sent to die for our sins, then we're in a dilemma, and we have no hope. So I want to encourage our young people, turn to God, pray, and take what you get until you get what you want.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. You too. Have a great day yourself. All the best for the rest of the day. 445-2041, 445-2041. Be at 30 minutes after the hour. Let's take a call again. Go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
What that lady said a while ago. It is
Caller, before you proceed, would you mind turning down the device in the back, please?
All right, okay. What she said before, it is so true. You see, godliness with content is always gain. And put that in the pipe and smoke it. Learn to be content with whatever state you're in and have godliness, and you must gain. Thank you.
Thank you so much also for your contribution. We due for a break. Let's take it. We come back with more of your phone calls, your comments here on To The Point for today, Thursday. We're coming right back.
The best way to protect yourself from 2019 novel coronavirus is to avoid being exposed to the virus. Additionally, there are preventative actions that you can take to protect yourself and your family from the spread of respiratory viruses that can make you sick. These include stay home if you're sick, cover your cough, and wash your hands.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
COVID-19 spreads from person to person through the droplets that are produced when someone coughs or sneezes, which makes it easy to
Welcome back, listeners and viewers this morning to The Point for today, Thursday. It's an open line segment we're having today. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome. See, we have lost that caller there. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's a number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. Let's go ahead with the caller once again. Good morning to you.
Good morning again.
Good morning to you, sir.
That caller who is so perfect, the most perfect Christian, needs to relate to her brothers and sisters that she can see. Not just talk about God, and the need for Jesus. That's nonsense. No. If you cannot relate to those that you can see, you are just being a hypocrite and a blasphemer, right?
Good morning to you also, caller. Sometimes, it's not always necessary to call and just revert on someone else's statement. When, I understand how everybody feels. Not everybody wants to be told certain things or hear things from other people about a particular issue. But sometimes it's not even necessary doing that. Anyway, 435-2041, 435-2041. That's a number to be part of To The Point here on K105 and those of you viewing via GBN TV or social media platform viewers also and listeners out there, certainly wish you all the best. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Doing pretty good, sir.
Yeah, well, just continuing what Mr. Jeremiah said mentioned. When I started to work in the 70s, late 60s, I had to work free. And I worked at least for a month or more. Right. And then when I was thinking I would get paid, I didn't get paid at all. The guy told me I had to make at least a year. That's fixing up boat engine.
Yes.
Then I started to go along mechanic now on the Carnage by Maitland Guard by the high factory. I worked there for 6 months free before I get $25 a month. That's to wash my clothes. Then I travel, and what I had was to do, I get someone link me up with a company, and they told me, this is a company, when you go there, just tell them anything, because I was doing mechanic, anything they have to do, just give you one job. Just give you anything. And this is some of the principles the young people have to do nowadays. When you go to work for a job, hold in mind that anything these people say they have to do, you say, I want it. Because what will happen? Eventually, they know who you are and what you are. And when the right time comes, they're going to fit you in a position. In those days, we started from that kind of way, and you ended up to be managers of a company, supervisors, which we used to call foremen. But this turning job, and there's some people in this country here that are coming from foreign and Little Grenada. They're taking anything they could do simply until they get the right status. And when you get the right status and you see what there is and what they're doing, you're marveling. Thank you.
Thank you also, caller, for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, that's the number. If you want to get on to the point this morning. You probably have a comment you want to make, or there's just something that's on your mind that you want to get off. You certainly have the option of doing so. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yes. I was listening to some utterances from the Parliament by this particular individual. I wouldn't call name. What I gather from what you were saying is that we should give our people rum and cigarettes and build a facility to treat them after, which I believe is total bunker. Now, 40 years ago, the British government, headed by Mrs. Thatcher, Margaret Thatcher, taxed cigarette and alcohol because the consumption was too high, and they wanted to bring down the consumption of cigarettes and alcohol, so they taxed it highly. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. For me, it might be new for some Grenadians who haven't had international exposure. But the taxing of cigarette and alcohol is nothing new. Thank you very much.
Thank you also for your contribution this morning, sir. Good morning to you once again. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, just briefly again, I want to support that last caller because it's sad when you hear people just trying to justify the continuation of our people, indulging in excess alcohol and even sugar. And I would support them in the sense that the taxing of these, particularly alcohol and cigarettes, is not new. It was done in the Grenada Parliament here already. Under the Eric Gary regime, and I'm sure under other regime. So it's not new. Okay. But it's sad. But GT, one of the things that we need to help our people to understand that there are no free lunches. Well, we cannot be rash and harsh with each other. Everything costs something, and we need to understand that. Also, we need to be kind to others, like the way we treat our solid waste workers. I mean, it grieves me. We do so anything in the waste facility for them to dispose as if they are not human. Finally, GT, I want to use your medium to ask Mr. Lawrence Noel. I've been trying to get to talk to him. One of your regular caller. I really need to talk to him. My number is 416-1247. 416-1247. Right. Really would like to talk to him. Thank you very much.
Have a good morning once again. 435-2041, and let me take a peek at the Facebook page. I know I've been ignoring it a wee bit for the morning. Haven't even had it open, so let me see if we get it up open, and certainly we'll take a view at some of the comments there. My bad if I haven't been reading the comments for the morning as yet. Let's take another caller and say good morning. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, brother, man. How you doing?
Doing pretty all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good myself. Yesterday, I made a point yesterday, and I think a lady called after and said, yes, she support that, but the farmers are selling the thing too expensive with the vendors in the market. And which I do agree. The vendors in the market in Grenada, they what you call price gouging. They raise the price more than they need to. Because yesterday, I bought 2 packets of beans from a farmer for $2.50 a pound. Nice, big packet of beans. And he said, well, that's a larger price that he's selling that $2.50 a pound. So if that caller pays $6 a pound for a little packet of beans, that means it's the vendors in the market that are doing that. Most of the farmers down here are selling the produce at nice prices. But the vendors go out there and try to make a pound and a crown and be some kind of king or queen. And I'm saying that they should stop that because basically they're stressing our people. But then again, our farmers are going through a lot of stress too. And all the rain that fall, the last time, most of the farmers lost their crop, who lost this, who lost that. And they're expressing that they haven't seen an extension officer come and even ask them what's going on. What happened to them?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the farmers out here are going through a lot of things. I mean, most of them are not talking because why? They don't have the avenue. Some of them busy in the land right now and they can't come out and see what's going on with that. You know, but they're going through a lot. And I find the vendors need to understand that, you know, by doing what they're doing, they're killing the farmers in the game. You know?
All right, man.
And my boy, that's what I'm saying. I love the country. Hold on a minute, I ain't finished this yet. That's why I say I love the country. You might ask me why I say that because I mean, I'm born and grew in town, in Grand Anse. I mean, all my family are down there, basically, on the other side. But I love the country because you can get fresh fruits and vegetables on a regular basis. And I love that because he treat me good. And the caller about Lou the last time. The last time I went in the market, and I looked for Lou in the market. Normally I met him in the market, and we have a drink. And the last time I was there, I didn't meet him. So I was wondering what happened to him also too. And, you know, I'm still asking that question. What happened to Lou? Because I didn't see him in the market the time I was down there.
Okay.
Normally I would look for him in the market, we have a long talk, and just relax and have a nice time in the market. So I'm kind of wondering what happened to him, you know? So I'm just saying that somebody out there who knows Lou's okay, they can say that, you know?
All right, man.
My boy, you know? Have a nice day, bro.
You too, man. Take it easy. Have a good one yourself.
Okay.
445-2041. Let me see if I could grab some of the comments. Did get my page open up right now, so I could probably take a peek at some of the comments were made on the Facebook comment section there. And we have Haven Hill saying, yesterday we spoke about disrespect of the elders or seniors, but the disrespect was publicly encouraged by a female MP for St. John's. Hope that's correct, in the Parliament, when she advised to ignore the noise of the whoever more years behind them than in front of them. And where is the outcry over what this beloved minister said? All right. Another comment on the Facebook page. I happened to listen to the Parliament a few days ago, and I was taken to hear the young senator from the opposition, which is in the opposition substantial point, which is VAT to be added on sugar and sugary items. I couldn't believe what I was hearing because there was so many things that was in the budget for the young people and the development of Grenada in this new dispensation, but we'll base 1 hour talking about items that is destroying the world, in my opinion. And it was opposing for opposing's sake. I was very disappointed. I think that's what the caller, the commenter is, whoever's making the comment is trying to say there. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Morning. Very quickly, the whole matter of the sugar. It is very, very dumb. You know, I didn't hear that particular presentation, but there's something I meant to say a long time ago. We hear a lot of outcry in defense of the people who make confectionaries. Simple advice to them. If you normally spend $40 for your quota of confectionaries for a certain day, in spite of the price hike, budget $40. Don't spend any more. It means that you have less sugar and your treat may be a little less sweet, you won't lose business. So it won't cost you more. You just would use less. So that's a simple advice. Don't spend more on it. It means you buy a smaller quantity, you would still sell your products. So don't follow those who are saying it's going to hurt you, it's going to cost you more. It does not have to cost you more. You understand what I'm saying, JT?
I get your point. I certainly get your point.
Very simple. Spending $40, make the same amount of confectionery, little less sweet, healthier, you'll still make your money. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution also. 435-2041, 435-2041. We're moving up to 15 minutes before the top of the hour. We're going to take a caller in this segment and take a break after this one. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Morning, JT. How are you doing?
I'm pretty well. Good morning to you.
Season's greetings to you all and everybody. Listen, JT, well, you know what I do. I'm a caterer. Right now I'm working like hell in the kitchenette. You doing things with sugar, you cut the sugar off. You just cut off the sugar by half. A lot of people really right now don't want things that are sweet. JT, this is what I do. I work with sugar. Mm-hmm. All I do is to cut, I always cut down things where sugar is, because sugar is a sweet thing.
I know you get an option to cut it down even more.
Even more.
All right.
But just everything else. So I don't know what is. I believe people just want to talk because of toxic. Please, give me a break with that nonsense. Cut the sugar off by half. With all the things that you're doing, it will taste better. People are going to buy more because it's not as sweet as beverage. And people will be more healthier. JT, have a good Christmas here.
You too, my dear. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
All right. Folks, we do for a break or a final break on the program for this morning. Let's take it, and then when we come back, we entertain more of your calls. Be coming right back.
Don't you want to...
Let's mingle and jingle.
You mean jingle and mingle, right?
Does it really matter? Mingle and Jingle, the mid-morning program that will drive the Christmas season. Weekdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on Classic Radio, GBN Television, and all GBN social media platforms.
It's where the deals of the season are, where the Christmas music is played, holiday traditions are relived, and where all the fun is.
Mingle and Jingle.
Or Jingle and Mingle. Mid-mornings from November 14th to December 23rd only on the GBN network.
Made possible by
Flow,
West the Hall Rums,
Hard On Plus,
Judy Free Caribbean Holdings,
Ace Hardware,
Gittins Healthcare, and
Grenville Credit Union.
Following the COVID-19 vaccination, some people may experience side effects such as soreness at the injection site, chills, nausea, body aches, or a fever. But these symptoms go away after a few days. These side effects are a result of your immune system responding to the vaccine and are not a sign that you are sick with COVID-19. The COVID-19 vaccines will not give you COVID. When you receive your vaccine, the health worker will advise you what to take if you are experiencing any of these side effects. Remember, these mild side effects cannot compare to you not being able to share memorable moments with your family and friends if you fall gravely ill from COVID. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
Welcome back to our listeners and viewers once again to the point for today, Thursday, the 22nd day of December. Open line session this morning, folks. Let's go back to the phone line and entertain another caller. Caller, good morning and welcome.
JT, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Well, JT, I kind of have a little analysis of the
and
budget.
And it's GT, not the G. It's GT. Yeah.
A little analysis of the budget.
All right.
Just shortly. JT, there's really nothing new in this 223 this budget, you know. JT, as far as I see, it's just a continuation, building and expansion of the policies, programs, and projects of the previous government over the past 10 years, and to a lesser extent, the NDC of 2008 to 2013. When you think about the new hospital, there is nothing new that was there since in NDC time. We struck the library, how you call it, the calls of justice, all them things was there before me. See nothing new, and as a matter of fact, I see a rebranding of most of the programs. You're giving them fancy names, you know. And there's a saying: the more we change, but but the more remain the same, because all things like the Imani program, school feeding program, all these things, Ministry of the Creative Arts, all that is part of culture, and Ministry of Implementation, all that is part of Ministry of Finance and a part of Ministry of Mobilization. That was there. That's nothing new, because that was there since they had a Ministry of Mobilization in 1979, 1982. Selwyn Shawn was the minister. But even though that this NDC government now inherit a solid foundation, just like how they inherited a solid party, I still have to commend the government for not breaking down what already is working and starting all over again, because, my friend, every time a government comes, they just break it down and start all over again, and that's economic disaster. The challenge now is for this NDC to build on the solid foundation they already inherit, just as how they inherit a solid party 25 years, and to expand and maintain it. That's good, because we don't want things to be breaking down every minute. But the bottom line is that I see nothing new about this thing, because most of the things was there before, and it's a continuity, nothing new.
Right.
But I hope that everything go all right. I have one or two other problems, one or two things that arise from the budget, because up to now, I have not seen any figures that tell me what is the wage bill. I need to know the wage bill, because I see there's an increase of 200 persons more. I don't know about justification, because I can't say it's good or bad. But I need to know the wage bill. Also needed to know the national debt. So all I'm saying, nothing new. Just continue, build on it, manage the economy, and things will be all right. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much for your contribution this morning also. 435-2041. Let's go back to the Facebook comment section. See folks are chiming in lots of comments. We see Catherine is saying, someone sent me some stuff from Grenada, and I was unable to enjoy it. Too much sugar. All right. And another individual is saying, Haven is saying once again, we home in on sugar. What about tobacco products? The tobacco ban draft that is sitting on the desk of the Ministry of Health and to be approved must be enacted law. To limit the regular public smoking, to limit and relate public smoking and the health hazard it poses. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning to you, caller, and good morning to you, caller. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Welcome. I want to come back for a minute, right? Sometimes people talk about the sugar issue, and I don't tell people that the body normally craves sugar. Whether it's natural from fruits or artificially, body craves that. You notice that people that don't drink sugar, they would fall asleep on the job every minute. They can't really produce because they're sleeping whole day. Or sometimes the body would...
Are you saying people who don't use sugar?
But there is much sugar. They're always sleeping.
I'm trying to understand. You're saying folks who don't use sugar seem to be falling asleep always.
Well, yeah. People that think they could don't use sugar and go to work and think they can produce for the day.
I wouldn't say you're correct about that. I am someone who don't use sugar, period. You understand?
Right.
And you don't see me sleeping. You don't see me sleeping on the job.
But you drink a lot of coffee. You drink a lot of coffee. That's why.
I don't drink a lot of coffee. I do drink coffee, but not a lot.
All right, good. Coffee, what keeping you up? That job, what keeping you up? I can bet you that. Without that coffee, you'll be sitting on GBN.
But my coffee is not even sweetened, so
no, you don't sweet. The coffee is what will keep you up. The coffee. Right. But sugar is important, bro. If you don't have, you can't go to a job and you with your body crave. And sometimes if your body craves sugar, you have more sugar and bad sugar because you might go and buy
it all takes of disciplining yourself, caller. It's how you discipline yourself too and take care of yourself. Would lead to
it. Yeah, I understand that.
So not using it, I don't think is going to cause you the problems that you may say, or it may keep you. Some folks say that if you look at children who use sweet stuff, the energy level goes up. You understand?
Good.
And I understand that.
Run.
Exactly.
The kids need to run.
And you're saying if somebody don't use sugar, the energy level on work will demise. So for some reason they may not, but that may not for everyone. You understand?
Well, if not for you, fine. Okay, you're drinking coffee, and the coffee will keep you up. I know that for a fact. I drink coffee every morning, and coffee do wonders for me.
All right.
I know that for a fact. I don't drink it sweet. I drink it just, thing. I know what you're talking about with the coffee. But I know sugar. If you don't have sugar in the morning, during the day, you're running around by a Coke or something like that because your body needs the sugar.
I know, but that's people who have created a dependency on it for some reason or the other. You understand? I would
Good, I understand that, but you need sugar in your body. So people talking about, we could cut back on sugar and all that. I mean, this is the children drinking Buster wholly. You understand? But they're talking about cut back on sugar. They get you the most sweet stuff
sweetie whole day. They don't care.
Anyway, caller, thank you so much
Have a
for your
nice day,
contribution,
brother.
man. Thank you so much. 445-2041. Not much time left on today's program. Approximately just about 6 minutes before we wrap for today. 445-2041. 445-2041. Interesting conversation there. That's the reason or the other. Yeah. I don't use it, period. And I haven't been doing so for a number of years. You know, it just doesn't bother me anymore. And I think I have adjusted myself really nice in a way that it doesn't matter if I use it or not. And I don't. And it doesn't bother me in any way at all. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, Mr. Phillips, I have to come back because one of your callers again aroused me. Now, though the gentleman in the parliament, I didn't hear it the day he presented, but I heard it on the news. And I was really shocked to hear that this young man seemed to be encouraging the alcoholism, especially. Now, that was a senator who, in his maiden presentation, said that he grew up in a Christian home and had a grandmother Lois and a mother Eunice, quoting scripture. And so I was taken aback with his statement, and I agree with the caller who suspected or suggested that people just oppose. I don't think deep in his heart he meant what he said. I think he said it to please his leader, to say something negative. But I was surprised to hear this coming from him as one who professed to be a Christian, quote unquote. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you there for your contribution. We probably can entertain another caller or two. And before we take a wrap for today's program, 445-2041. Let's see in terms of comments via the Facebook. A couple of comments there. Let me see if I could get to them after this caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, duty time to come back again, but can you also make call on the sugar? It's worrying because for me, when I use sugar, it tends to want to make me sleep. And it is a fact that sugar is a kind of cousin to alcohol. It gives you a spike, it gives you some energy temporarily, but then you go to sleep after. So, I mean, we have to be mindful of what we're saying to people. Then also, sugar, cancer like sugar. So if you're using sugar, that's a good thing for cancer to spread in you. In fact, one of the things they use to cure bad sores and so on is sugar, putting sugar on the sores.
All right.
Because it's up the sugar, whatever. I don't know the mechanism, but I mean, we have to be mindful. Sugar sends you to sleep.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 445-2041. We're getting to that point of the program this moment. We're going to have to take a wrap for today. If a caller do come pretty soon, I will probably take it. I had planned of reading some of the comments. Let me see if I could get some of the comments in before I wrap today's program. And we have Heaven Hill is saying sugar is emergency energy. Glucose, but it's not necessary for energy, and it is more. What is it? It's a more deterioration of health. If I get in the word right, hope I haven't butchered it too much. It's a more deterioration of health benefits for the sugar energy is given. Trying to get the whole understanding of the statement there. Anyway, let's take this one. As a young Grenadian in the diaspora who joined into the workforce, which is from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 4 p.m. to 12 a.m., which is 8 hours, 5 days a week, a total of 40 hours. I heard the minister talking about value for money, and some people, including a radio host, saying that the public, the administration is bringing back slavery because they will be working 8 hours a day instead of the 3 hours of the bushing given by the past administration. I think some people have to have the easy way. They are complaining because rain, winter, or snow. I have to make an 8-hour day plus. In the diaspora, something that's starting from a bus in the snow. Sometimes standing for a bus in the snow. I think that's what the direction in which the comment is going. Hey, folks, it's 10 a.m. in the morning time here on the K105 GBN TV. That's what we're going to take a wrap for today's program. To the point, thanks once again for all who chimed in this morning, whether it was via phone call, you made a comment, or you listened Thank you so much, and certainly hope all is well with you for the rest of the day today. As we come to the end of To The Point, join us again tomorrow, once the Almighty permits, for another edition. All the best for the rest of the day. That's where we say goodbye.